So even more exciting news for fans of the Trading 212 platform. And even if you're not a fan of Trading 212, it is always good when investment providers in the UK become more competitive, and it seems like Trading 212 is upping their game every other fortnight. So I received an email directly from Trading 212. In this email, they talk about their new cash ISA. Of course, you guys already know what an ISA is. It stands for individual savings accounts. They have been around on Trading 212 for a while now, but that was for the stocks and shares ISA. In this video, we are going to be talking about the cash ISA, which is different from the stocks and shares ISA. Now, if you want to join pretty much everyone's favorite investing app, Trading 212, if you use the link in my description down below, when you sign up, you will receive a free share. Alternatively, if you've signed up recently and haven't received a free share, use my promo code JUBAIR and you should receive a free share. So here, coming soon for Trading 212 is their cash ISA, which is brand new to the platform. So with the cash ISA, you can combine the benefits of high interest rates, no fees pertaining to anything about the cash ISA, and also anything within a stocks and shares ISA is also completely tax-free if you let it grow. So if you already didn't know or never heard about a cash ISA, it differs from a stocks and shares ISA in the main way that the only thing that you can deposit into it is cash, and the only way you can gain money through it, i.e. interest, is on your cash. There are no individual stock picking or any sort of index fund or any sort of investing at all. And in the UK, ISAs are heavily regulated and heavily protected, especially cash ISAs. So it will actually be in a different league to a stocks and shares ISA, where, you know, if you invested in a certain company and that company subsequently went bankrupt, you will lose everything. With a cash ISA, there are more protections because of course you can only deposit cash. Now, looking at the key features of this new Trading 212 cash ISA, you will receive currently 5.2% interest. That is paid out daily, but remember, this is calculated annually. You're not going to get 5.2% per day. That would make you a millionaire very, very quickly. And the major thing about this cash ISA is that you can actually withdraw your money at any time, making this a flexible cash ISA. Now, flexible ISAs are nothing new, however, they are very rare and they usually come with a lot more fees than a regular cash ISA. Of course, if you didn't know, with an individual savings account, you can deposit up to £20,000 per tax year across your ISAs. If you choose to just invest in your cash ISA, you can deposit a maximum of £20,000. Now, with regular ISAs, what happens is once you deposited that £20,000, you can then not withdraw that £20,000 because you're taking away from your allowance of £20,000, the deposit limit in other words. Now, with a flexible ISA, what happens is you can deposit £20,000, but let's say you had a car breakdown and you needed £2,000, you can take out £2,000 from that £20,000, for example. And as long as it's in the same tax year, you can then, after getting your paycheck, then deposit back that £2,000 or £1,000 or whatever, making this a flexible ISA and making it an incredibly great option for cash savers, especially those who are not great at maybe planning for emergency funds or things like that. Pretty much most of us in the UK, admittedly. The other great thing about the Trading 212 cash ISA is that you can start with as little as just £1. The other big thing that I alluded to just before is, of course, with any sort of cash ISA in the UK, you do have that FSCS protection. So your cash is protected up to £85,000 in your Trading 212 account. If something basically happened to Trading 212 or wherever your money was stored, the FSCS does protect your money up to that amount. Now, this is a point of contention and a point of confusion for a lot of people. Currently on the investing side and also the stocks and shares ISA, Trading 212 does allow up to 5.2% interest, but that comes with a stipulation. You do have to opt in to qualifying money market funds. However, with this, as we'll see with the terms and conditions, the money is not kept within qualifying money market funds. Instead, it is protected just as any other cash ISA is, but this gives you 5.2%, which pretty much is the highest amount you'll get compared to any high street bank at this present time. You can also transfer your ISA for free. Of course, Trading 212 allows transfers in and out completely free. And like I said before, this is a flexible ISA. This means you can seamlessly withdraw money, move funds and deposit again without impacting your £20,000 per tax year allowance. Of course, if you have a lifetime ISA somewhere else, or even a stocks and shares ISA with Trading 212, that whole amount is not going to be flexible. It's just the amount that you put into your Trading 212 cash ISA. Now, what I wanted to do in this video is to quickly go through the terms and conditions, not everything, because of course that's very boring. So if you go into ISA terms first, there are a few points that I wanted to go over. For example, here I get this question all the time about how safe is trading 212. Well, here you'll find a little bit more about that. They basically say that they will keep your cash in segregated regular bank deposits. It also says, for the avoidance of any sort of doubt, they will not be using qualifying money market funds to hold the money that you put in your cash ISA. It also says that you can withdraw your funds at any time. It is also important to actually know that the interest that you're going to get is variable. This is always linked to the central bank rates. We are expecting the central bank rates to drop within this year, which means that the 5.2% that you're hearing right now is probably not going to be there when you actually open your cash ISA. This can be a negative because variable rates can really quickly go down when the rate starts dropping, which means that next year, whatever you're seeing will be a whole lot less than what you're seeing right now. Because the interest is paid out daily, it says here you will be eligible to receive interest as of the next day we receive your first deposit. And of course, you will receive nothing if your cash balance is 0. You will also not get any interest if that interest amount they owe you is less than 1p, but any interest gained underneath that won't be lost. It will just be added to the total. Whenever that exceeds 1p, you'll receive your daily interest. So in terms of timeline, we are expecting this service to launch in around May, although, you know, sometimes things can be delayed, so I can't give you a guaranteed date right now. But overall, I think a cash ISA from Trading 212 that beats pretty much any cash ISA that you can find is a great option. It's going to get a lot of people onto the Trading 212 platform. And of course, when you do sign up to Trading 212, you will also receive a free share, which will get a lot of people into investing, which I'm all for. However, of course, it's very important to educate yourself when it comes to investing. I have plenty of videos on my channel which helps to do that. There are of course lots of pitfalls that you can fall through when investing. You can lose a lot of money through mistakes and other things like that. But if you are not willing to take those risks, I completely understand. Putting your money in a cash ISA could be a great option to get better interest than the banks, and any money that you do earn in terms of interest is going to be completely tax-free for the rest of your life, or until the government decides they want your money. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I will see you in the next video.